The Master of Music is the curriculum that you do after you got your bachelor's degree. In principle, you are already a musician, and in the master curriculum, you learn to develop your artistic identity, and you are getting ready to step into your working practice. There are several aspects about what you're going to learn. First of all, there's your main subject. Like if you're a violinist, your main subject is violin. If you're a composer, your main subject is composition. Apart from that main subject, I think what is important is that you also have your research, and there is a trajectory that is called professional and personal development. And these three together make the Master of Music curriculum.
In the Bachelor we had like the basics of everything, and now we are being directed to our own path. So people are here to help us. If I want to pursue a career as an ensemble player, I know that I will have coaches that will guide me through it.
In the first year you start with your research question and your research. You try to formulate a very focused research question, and in the first year you start to write the first chapters or the first exercises of your thesis.
It's really good to know what you want to do with your research. Does it serve a purpose? Is it for your own interest, or is it something you want to work upon also after your master's?
You end the first year with a recital, and in the second year you finish your thesis, and you end also with an end recital.
My week, it depends on which week, because in the Master of Music you can choose your own package, your own curriculum. That means that you receive a budget and you buy your own lessons.
So if I'm choosing to specialize myself in theatrical percussion, I can have training with directors, with speech coaches and theater teachers. We can do everything.
What my week looks like, I have a lesson in my main study and I work also professionally on the side, because the master is also the time where you can do that.
If it's an elective week, because the electives are concentrated in a week or two, then I would have to spend quite some hours in the electives, attending them or online or presentially. But normally we do have a bit of freedom to choose our own schedules. So fortunately I have some time to rehearse with my ensembles, to practice myself and to work on my research. It's a very autonomous way of working, I would say.
What I think is special about the Fontys Master of Music is that you have your own budget. And 30% of that budget you get to spend inside of the school, so with teachers from the school. And with the other 70%, you can take lessons from teachers inside of school, but you can also spend that money to take lessons from people you admire or people you always wanted to have lessons with or always wanted to have as a tutor outside of school. And that can be anywhere in the world. What I also find really good about Fontys is that there's this emphasis on personal and professional development. There are not a lot of mandatory courses or mandatory lessons that you have to do, but the electives are sort of mandatory, and you choose a couple of them, and the electives they go from let's say writing for musicians, communication, resilience, doing acquisition. These are a few of the electives that we offer, and they're all meant to make a better connection with the working field that you're going to work in the future. In the course of 2 years, you have a couple of research days, and they are Fontys wide. So you're not only there with musicians, but you're there with other disciplines inside Fontys. We invite experts to do lectures and to speak with you on a one-to-one basis. And the aim is for us to get you to reflect on your artistic position and on yourself as an artist. And the research really helps you, again, to connect with your working field, with your future working field.
In the master, you have room to become really the best at what you do.
The emphasis of MOM and of Fontys is not on orchestral music, because there are a lot of conservatories that aim for that and that aim for you being an orchestral musician. The emphasis of Fontys and of the Master of Music is on chamber music and interdisciplinarity. There's a really important difference between Fontys and other conservatories.
The ideal Master of Music student is someone who knows what he or she wants to become.
Someone open and curious about their own paths, and that is looking forward to work within their classes, but also with other departments, because it's something that they here at Fontys they really appreciate and encourage, which is the exchange in between departments, I would say.
You come here because you like the boutique institute that we are, and the personal attention. You come here because you can handle that independence, and you can handle a thing like not having a written out curriculum for you, but making your own curriculum.
I would recommend it because I think it's the only institution until now that really allows to choose our own paths.
I think the Fontys Master of Music is a very complete master. Aside from your main subject, you also get trained in the research that you do, and there is a large emphasis on your personal and professional development. So after you finish your master, you are well equipped to do your art. Another thing that I think is important is that it's a relatively small institute, although it has all kind of art forms under one roof. You could call it a boutique institute, where you get a lot of personal attention, and your master study is really tailor-made. It's really cut for your needs.